Thank you, Mayor Hayden. Our next public servant is Mayor Dean Newton. Mayor Newton is a 26-year Lewisville resident and a native Texan. He was elected mayor of Lewisville in 2009 and previously served on the city council. Mayor Newton is a charter member of Creekwood Christian Church, a graduate of leadership of Lewisville, a recipient of the Lewisville Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year Award, has been a member of the chamber for the last 30 years. He and his wife Kathy have 3 children and 5 grandchildren. Mayor Newton.
Afternoon. Thank you. I think it's afternoon now. First I have to say thank you so much to Richard Delegate and Lake County for what you've done for our community, for our special city of Lewisville. You've been with us for over 40 years. And they've done a tremendous job over the years in helping us through hard times and some pressure times. I don't know if you remember a few years ago, we had kind of a tornado in the city of Lewisville. And I can assure you that next morning at sunrise, they were out there cleaning the streets, picking up garbage, picking up trash, and helping get trees up that we just couldn't believe. So we want to thank our sponsors today for those meetings for what they've done. Also, before I get started, I'd like to introduce our, I guess you'll say new city manager, Donna Barron. Donna, if you please stand in this back. Donna's not really new. She's been with the city for, I'm not allowed to say how many years, but she's been with the city for a number of years. And her city manager retired, now retired, and we felt that Donna has done such a great job with the city over the past years. We knew she would step right in and do a great job, and she has. She has not missed a beat. The city is going along wonderfully. You know, I was a little. You know, we've been blessed with this Texas weather. It's just something else. And we had such a wonderful Valentine's weekend. It was great. But then yesterday, I got a little concerned with cold front coming through. And you know, they were talking about possibly snow this morning and everything. So I called Ray Hernandez, our president, at the chamber, and I said, Ray, maybe you need to call over the Hilton and make sure they crank the heat up a little bit so that it'll be warm and cozy. He said, don't worry about it, Mayor. With all 3 of you mayors talking to me. And it seems like it's happening. I'll continue with my work. You know, last month, Lewisville celebrated our 90th year of incorporation. And to celebrate our poet laureate, J. Paul Oakland, gave the council, presented the council a commemorative poem. And in his poem, he ended it with what he felt our namesake, Pascal Lewis, would say today. He could look back and see he would. I quote, "He would most certainly be astounded how things have changed, but I'm sure he would agree. You know, I'm sure all of you know that we've had a lot of changes going on in the last 9 years. I'd like to take a moment to just share a few of those things that we've had in 2014. You know, we had many new retailers, service providers, and small businesses move in throughout the city, which will help continue to grow and prosper our economic base. We finalized a development agreement with Digital Realty, who is the owner of the Convergence Center. And that project is projected to bring millions of new tax dollars to the city of Lewisville in the next 25 years. We're very proud of that. And in Oaktown, I think you've all been to Oaktown and seen the exciting things that's going on there. We've got 3 new restaurants coming into Oaktown. They're on Church Street, right across the street from the Medical Center in Lewisville, bringing it together. Also in Oaktown, I'm sure you noticed the old King's Drugstore shopping center, what was known as the King's Drugstore shopping center, is no longer there. That's because we have a company called South Philly who is coming in and going to build 75 upscale high-end single-family houses right there in that area. And in September, we We annexed over 150 acres on the east side of Lewisville, which right now we're in the process of drawing development. We'll build over 500 new high-end upscale single-family homes. With our partners, Dean County Transportation Authority, and with some grant money from the federal government of $4.5 million, we're going to be able to upgrade our parks throughout the city, and we're going to be able to complete our hike and bike trails throughout the city. Not only will we be connecting in our southern part with Carrollton, but we'll connect with Carrollton, be able to build out ours in Lewisville, and we'll also be able to connect with Island Village and Flower Mound all the way to Philly. So we'll have a complete trail system that goes all the way from south to north. Our crime report for 2014 just came out. We showed a decline of 4% for this past year, but we showed a decline of almost 30% over the last 10 years. It's been 30 years since the city of Lewisville has enjoyed such a wonderful low crime rate as we had in 2014. And I certainly want to thank our police commissioner, Chief Curbo, our police commissioner, Chief Curbo. And a lot of you probably heard this. I didn't realize it was on television, but my secretary for me was about our animal shelter and adoption shelter that we had in it has just been such a tremendous success, and I am so proud to be able to stand here today and tell you that it's been 12 consecutive months we have not euthanized a single animal because of violence. Of course, there's our feature being Western Week. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Western Week. Once again this year we have record attendance, set record generated record revenue for the event as it continues to grow and be one of the most popular fall festivals in the entire Northeast area. Our MCL Grand Theater hosted over 1,500 events, drawing more than 30,000 people this past year. We also have a new destination site coming to us. I hope you've heard about it. A company called Coyote Drive-In that's already in business over in Fort Worth is coming and selected a site on the east side of town, and they're going to open up a drive-in theater that's going to host 4 or 5 screens, a central indoor restaurant, and concession stand. This should be coming soon. Now this is just kind of a quick overview of where we're going. Now let's talk about where we're going. You know, kind of what Eric Hayden suggested. Where we go from here depends on us. You and I, the citizens, the business leaders, the community leaders. We determine where we're going to go and how we're going to get there. You know, I firmly believe in a quotation I heard many years ago, and I apologize, I can't tell you who made the quotation, but it said, any one of us, if I can get this right, no one of us is as good as all of us together. And to that point, we had several hundred citizens of Lewisville come together and work for over 18 months to develop the Lewisville 2025 vision. Now, while this vision plan is not a blueprint that's cast in stone, yet it's a flexible general guideline that will help us achieve the vision and dreams of our citizens. There were 9 big ideas that came out of that 2025 plan. I want to quickly go over those now. The city having a green centerpiece utilizing the urban wilderness of Lewisville Lake environmental learning area that are known as LEVA. Expanding the green spaces of the city, connecting all green spaces with LEVA. Continuing to redevelop our whole town area. Generate thriving neighborhoods, continuing to reinvest in the existing neighborhoods that we currently have. expanding employment centers and continue to attract the new business, developing new neighborhood choices, adding more upscale housing, urban and mixed-use residential, condos, and even lofts. Identifying our focal points, our southernmost gateway, our midtown business node, and our northernmost gateway. And our marketing and communication, helping inform and involve our citizens in our day-to-day life in the city of Lewisville. And to me, one of the most important parts is sustainability. A thriving community that has a desirable long-term effect. You can go online at cityoflewisville.com and learn more about each one of these 9 big steps, and it'll give you a lot more information and help you decide which one you would like to get involved in. But you know, as I said, how we make these big dreams come to fruition depends on us. Proverbs 29:18 says, when there is no vision, the people perish. Vision is up to us. You know, there's a wonderful book that I encourage you to read. It's called Dare to Dream. And in the words of my pastor, Mike Humbert, I will say, I encourage you to read that book. It's by Mike Slaughter. I encourage you to read that book. You know, at the last chamber luncheon, we had a young gentleman there who was a wonderful speaker, and he was a 2-time Olympic medalist. He dared to dream. He fought through a lot of adversity in his life, as he told me, but he continued to dare to dream. You know, if we just challenge ourselves and look inside and discover and awaken that dream that's within us, and then you look deeper and find out what is that burning bush inside of us? What is that passion, that desire that motivates me and helps me realize my dream? To do that, we've got to get over all these big buts and I can't, because, or what if. We have to just kind of stop and say, you know, we are blessed. We've been given the gifts to do what we need to do to make our dreams become a fruition. Look around you. Look at the people at the table you're with. Your family, your friends, your co-workers. Challenge them to dare to dream. Where we go from here is truly up to us. And today I would like to encourage you and challenge you to do 2 things. One, to dare to dream and work to make that dream a reality. And second, which is just as important, is to encourage and to help train future dreamers. So that 90 years from now, we can look back on our city, just as Basil Lewis did, and dream. God bless you all.